morning and hello, I'm Professor Cohen. This is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Sunday the 14th of August 2022. Quick look at yesterday's results then for Saturday the 13th. We were at Perth on the National Hunt in the 525. It was the bumper National Hunt flat. We only got 2 horses in that race. We got the eventual winner, which was Finn the Magician, number 2. We had £1.25. This is relative to £8 multiples at about 6 to 4. So that gave us our money back basically. And we had a go at this number 3 Great Schemer, which came 4th at 6 to 1. We had a pound on the £8 2 places at 3.2 to 1 and a pound win at 13.5 to 1. So we got significantly twice the odds there. And reasonable odds for 2 places, but it didn't happen. What went on there then? So this Invictus World was number 4. Basically stole the lead, and the amateur jockey should be commended for that. He really gave it a go. If you remember from yesterday's video, it got a soft lead in its previous race, racing against Illusion of Time, which was the 5 to 4 favourite, which came 3rd. Anyway, this time round, Invictus World charged off, got about 20 lengths ahead, and basically finished off Illusion of Time and Great Schemer because they were too far back. And Finn the Magician had the gumption to just about get there, and so it was a close run thing. That Invictus World wasn't the best horse there, but it was tactically ridden very well, and potentially that could have gone well for that horse, and that would have been a loss for us. But anyway, it didn't happen. We got our money back, so that's where we are. So we'll stop it there and write up today's racing. We're back with up today's racing then. So for Sunday the 14th of August, no filter 1, which is our structure filter, no ratio, but you have an alternate. We're at Pontefract on the flat in the 150. It's the first race of the meeting. It's an EBF, European Breeders' Fund, novice stakes. Not one greater than 1 race, so you weren't allowed to enter if you'd won more than 1 race. And it's a class 4 2-year-old, 5 furlongs 3 yards, good to firm. What do we know about Pontefract 5? It's very stiff, and it slows everything up. So it's model 93. To give you an idea, on the all-weather, the Lingfield is 100. Dundalk, Southern, Newcastle 99, Kempton and Wolverhampton 97, and Chelmsford 96. Now, so even Chelmsford is still a mile quicker than Pontefract, so that's something to bear in mind. We've got 2 FTOs in this race, 2 first-time outers. Right, so let's have a look at this. So have a look at the first-time outers. Where is it? The number 5, Sink Verd, 11 to 10, first time out, so it hasn't been out on the race course. What do we know about that? Well, you know, apart from the obvious sort of write-ups, it's got a couple of entries. It's entered in the Cheveley Parks, which is a Group 1 6 furlong race, and Newmarket 150k auction stakes. So decent entries. So that's that one. And the other FTO is this Tahala, number 3. And that's entered up in Doncaster 300k Weatherby Stakes, and the Red Car 2-year-old trophy. So decent entries again. So they're the where are we? There's that one and that one. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's have a look at Jamie Bond, which is number 1. That's been in the Thirst Maiden, 5 furlongs good to soft. Model 99, so that was quick. It was bumped, but it was up the pace. And if you look at that, it seems suited by speed. So this one's going to be given the chop. So we're going to get rid of Jamie Bond. So we'll get rid of that one. And then you've got this number 4, 20-1 Camilla Vargas. Thirsk again, 5 furlongs, model 99. Outpaced at the back and looks outgunned basically, so we can get rid of that one. So we're left with the 2 FTOs. Yes, the 2 FTOs and this number 2 Russet Gold. Now this Russet Gold is the horse we like. There's a couple of issues with it. One, it's been written up in the Racing Post, so the odds are relatively tight, and number 2, it's got these 2 FTOs to contend with, which are unknown. So anyway, we'll have a talk about Russet Gold. Russet Gold then. Where is it? Right, it's had 2 runs. The first run was Doncaster, 6 furlong maiden, good to firm, and that was a very decent race. And if you watch that race, and if you get into sort of race reading, you can see that it was up with the pace. This was 6 furlongs, and it's model 97, so it's quick, and it got slightly outpaced about the 4 furlong mark, which is not a bad thing because we're going to this very slow Pontefract race, and then it really quickened up sort of 4.5, 5 furlongs, and that's a good sign for us. So that gets a big tick. It then went out to Goodwood in the maiden, 6 furlongs. Now Goodwood's pretty quick, even quicker, model 98. So normally you think, well, those 2 races aren't that suited, but it was up with the pace, and it made a very strong move, 4.5, 5 out, and it's got that sort of explosive sprinting gait that we like to see, and it's obviously got a good engine, that horse. So this is the one we like, Russet Gold, and we're going to have the equivalent of £2 per 8 units on Russet Gold, and we managed to get 11 to 4 on the exchanges. We can't imagine that's going to hold that price unless they really go for these this FTO Sync Verd. So we've got exposure of 0.25, a quarter of a unit at 11 to 4. And as I say, we've got £2 per £8, and in our case a unit is £800. So basically we've got £200 on Russet Gold to win at the moment. So and we'll stick it there. We won't go higher. Even if it drifts, because we don't want more exposure on these unknowns. So anyway, that's where we are. We've got rid of Jamie Bond and Camilla Vargas, which are the other 2 runners that have had a run. We're taking on the 2 FTOs on the basis of race reading, and this horse really it looks quite decent to us, and if you watch the replays, you'll see what we mean. And it's going to be fit, and it's got some good entries actually, which we haven't mentioned. Russet Gold is entered at Wolverhampton at 5, which is quite good because that's a bit slower. Wolverhampton 97, not that much slower, and the Doncaster 300k race, and Red Card Trophy again. So it's in the zone. So anyway, we'll stop it there, and thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and goodbye.